Well, I am delighted to be standing in a garden who has a new structure called, and it's built from the wall. Well, it's called a wall, but it's built by the wall. And Marietta actually is going to tell us about what was here before this wall and why she so desperately thought it was good to have one. So what was the situation before?
Well, it's sloped from where the bark starts down to the street. And it was really hard to mow, and my husband's legs were giving out, so we decided we'd build a wall.
You had to do something with it.
Yes.
So it literally was, because that's not a big expanse from where the bark just is now down. So it was a really steep slope.
Yes.
And
I couldn't walk up it without
a little help.
Yeah.
So tell me though, how did you consider going to the wall? What brought that up to you?
We went to a home and garden show, and they were there, and I got some brochures from several people, and I like the idea of using used concrete.
Right.
And
this wall is made of that, isn't it?
Yes,
It's actually used concrete that they put in and built this beautiful wall.
Yes, and to me it makes it look ancient.
And you love it, don't you?
Yes, I
do.
And I've had lots of compliments.
Wonderful. Well, now I'm actually going to go over onto this side, and I'm going to talk to Dave. And you actually built this wall. You're one of the ones that put it in.
Thank you.
So give me some information on what is the process when you get to a place, you see a deep slope like that.
Right.
What goes through your head to, no, I've got to do this first?
First thing I want to do is talk to someone like Marietta, figure out exactly what it is she's looking for functionality and both for functionality and aesthetics.
Right.
Now, she mentioned she had a big slope leading from her front yard down to the sidewalk itself. Mowing that and trip hazards can be an issue. So what I want to do is flatten all this out for her so she has a much more functional and safe front yard for herself.
And then when you say flatten it out, in my mind, I would think, well, then you got to bulldoze stuff back. But that's not how it worked, is it?
Not necessarily. I mean, we did do some equipment on this project just to cut back a little ways. We had to have a certain distance from the sidewalk to the face of the wall itself, which is a common case in Portland.
Right.
So we dug it back, left a little bit of excess behind the wall so that when the wall is completed, we can push it forward and backfill.
Then in the process, though, I mean, because from the front, it looks like it's just this perfectly wall that's about, 4 inches, 5 inches deep, but that's not the case.
Not the case. So what this is, it's a mass gravity wall. So however tall the wall is, you need to be at least half that in depth at the base of it.
Really?
So down here, if it's about 2.5 feet tall, you need to be at least 1 foot thick at the base.
Wow.
And a mass gravity wall will retain the weight behind it based on its own weight itself. So you incorporate that with the weep holes that allows for drainage, so you don't get the hydrostatic pressure behind the wall to cause for blowouts.
And then when you get the concrete that you're going to use for this, do you saw it and stuff? I mean, how do you get it all fit?
No sawing,
so well?
we do it old school, just hammers and chisels.
Wow.
Shape it together, make it look right.
And then when you're done and they're happy, you know you've done the job well, don't you?
As long as they're happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, right, exactly. So, Marietta, are you happy?
Yes, I am.
Well, there you have it, folks. Now, if you're saying, I want to do something like this, and let me ask Dave one more question.
Yes.
It's not just walls, though, that you do.
Oh, no. We started off with the recycled concrete walls. That was our claim to fame about 33 years ago, if I remember right. Beyond that, we've expanded a lot.
Perfect.
Anything, just about anything with stone or concrete. We do flat work, city sidewalks, pavers, stonework.
Fireplaces.
Fireplaces,
you build those,
even.
Yeah.
I have a fire pit in my backyard that I had the privilege of building, but we also do that for customers as well, even chimneys in the backyard for more elaborate fire schemes in the backyard. Grill stations.
Well, there you have it. If you're thinking to yourself, I love my home, I kind of love my garden, but there's some things that need to be done in it, I would suggest you go to gardentime.tv. We'll kick you over to their website. You can call someone out, have a conversation with them, and see if you can get something beautiful built around your house just like this wall. Thank you, Marietta. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.